name is Bill Lakshman of Electrical and Electronics branch from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College. My roll number is 20955A0212. Subject is power system and operation and control. Today my topic is about comparison of equality and inequality constants. In solving the constant optimization problems such as the OPF, there is a two general classes of constants: equality and inequality. Equality constants are the constants that always have to be enforced, and that is the always be bending. bending. For example, OPF is the real and reactive power balance equations that system buses must actually be satisfied at least to have one use within the user specified tolerance. Likewise, the area of megawatts interchange constants. In constants, inequality constants may or may not be binding. For example, a line MVF flow may or may not be at limits, or a generator real power output may or may not be its maximum limit. An important point at note be because of OPF is followed by the alternating between the power flow solution as the LP solution. Now, some of the constants are enforced during the power flow solution, and some constants are enforced during the LP solution. The constant during the power flow or for the main part, and constants may during the in power system solutions. And this include the bus power balance equation, the generator value, set point constant, and the active power limits on the generators. And the what differentiate over LP and OPF for standard policies are the constant by expecting and enforced by the LP included equality constants and the inequality constants. The equality constants is the equality on the area megawatts interchange. The area megawatts interchange constants are enforced during the LP for those areas that have an AGC status equal to the OPF, provided the area is not a part of the super area that is also a set of AGC. The AGC status field for the area that can be used for the OPS and the area display. Well, AGC status field for the area super area, if any, it is set using the OPF super area record displays bus megawatts and the apparent power balance enforced during the power flow solution. The flowing of a following successful optimal and original cost of the bus calculated for the bus megawatts and real power balance constant. These values are displayed on the OPF bus record the display and can be constant. And the generator voltage set point enforced during the power flow solution. The following successful the solution and marginal cost of are calculated for the voltage set point constant. Those values are displayed on the OPF bus records display. And super area megawatts interchange. The super area megawatts interchange or enclosed similar to the area constant. This is the super area interchange constants are enclosed during the LP only for those super areas have the AGC status equal to the OPF. The AGC status field can be set using the OPF area. During the power flow, there is a part of LPF and which is LP process such super area. The super area as treated as through the way of where the AGS interface megawatts limits when be treated as a equality. Interface megawatts limits are enforced during the LP solution. Interface megawatts limits are normally treated as the inequality constants. Say inequalities, however, they are optionally be treated as equality constants. See the information how to treat the limit as the equality constants. Coming to inequality constants, the following class of inequality constants are enforced during the OPF solution. Generator real power limits. Generator real power limits are enforced during the LP solution. The generator reactive power limits are enforced during the power flow solutions also, and the interface mega limits are enforced during the LP solutions. In short, interface records are used to represent the aggregate the flow of man through the number of different devices. During the LP, the megawatts flowing through the interface, these constants are to be less than or equal to the user specified percentage of its limit. Provide the interface is active for the enforced. For the interface to be active for the enforced, the following there are three conditions must be met. Interface enforcement must not be disabled for the cases. This field can be set from either or OPF option and result for the OPF interface because displays. The default it is the case interface enforced is not disabled. Note the interface for the following limit as a percentage of its limits and specify the specifies interfaces limit monitoring systems settings also. And this default is active and each interface it is active for the you know enforcement is modeled as the inequality concept which may be either bonding or non-bonding. If the consent is not bonding, it does not impact the solution. If any constant is bending, there is an oscillator with marginal cost of the enforcer is shown in the figure. The transmission line and transformer MVA limits. The transmission line and MVA limits are the enforced during the LP solution. During LP solutions, that branch line follows the constant is to be less than or equal to the user specified percentage of its limits. And the provider of branch is active and enforced. The further branch of active enforcement of three conditions, which has a transfer line or transformer enforced must not be disabled for the case. This field is set to for the either of OPF options or results or OPF line transformer record displays. This fold is case line or transformer enforced not disabled. Also the note for the branches limited to the percentage of the specified branches limit monitoring setting. Bunch enforcement must be active for the branch area. For tight lines, enforced such be active either for the area. This field can be set from the OPF area request displays. And bus angle. The specified bus angle values can be enforced during the LP solutions. During the solution, the angle is constant to be within the specified tolerance of this specified angle, provided the bus angle is active for the enforcement. The bus angle enforcement must not be displayed for the case. This field can be sort of OPF options and results and disallow the bus angle encode must be active for the bus area. This field can be set for the OPF area record display the default value bus angle. The enforcement is not active for an area. Enforcement must be active for each individual bus. This is done by setting the angle tolerance to the large enough value. This will be can be set by the operational and display. The default angle is not be enforced. This is all about sir. Thank you, sir.